Alright, what's first? 519. Damn school. What's going on? Finally, I made it to room 519. Am I late?
Class is over.
Class was over. I just got here.
Ordered like 5 minutes ago. I'm getting out of here. It's lunchtime.
I spent like 20 minutes getting here.
Really?
잎은 나무 한글학교에서 학생들한테 사물놀이를 가르치고 있는 서클레어입니다. 한글학교에서 저희가 이제 많은 부모들이 또 학생들을 가르치고 있고, 여기 세컨드 제너레이션이라든지 아니면 중간에 일찍 온 학생들이라든지 본인의 가족 안에 이제 코리안 헤리티지인 학생들도 있지만 코리안 헤리티지가 아닌 넌 헤리티지 학생들도 배우는 학생들이 있고요. 요즘에 특히 이제 한국 인기가 많이 높아져서 많은 분들이 관심을 가지고 있습니다. 그래서 학생들도 모두 많이 배우고 싶어 하고요. 재미있게 배우고 있고, 저도 가르치면서 보람을 느끼고 있습니다. 그 중에 4가지 악기 중에 2개는 쇠로, 금속으로 만들어진 악기고요. 다른 2개는 가죽으로 만들어졌습니다. 그래서 각자 페어로 2가지씩 각자 짝을 이뤄서 소리의 하모니를 만들어내고요. 그 4가지 악기는 모두 두드리면서 연주하는 그런 퍼커션 악기이기 때문에 일종의 이제 영어로 얘기할 때는 퍼커션 밴드라고 많이 얘기가 되죠. 그래서 되게 무척 신나고, 아직도 한국에 계시는 인간문화재 분이 하고 있는 밴드도 있고요. 뉴욕이나 미국에도 오셔서 많이 연주를 하고 있습니다. 그래서 그 4가지 악기는 옛날에 저희가 이제 농부들이 농사를 지으면서 수확이 잘 되기를 기원하는 마음에서 많이 농부들이 음악을 연주하고 했던 형태에서 기인된 것인데요. 그리고 사물놀이 악기에 대해서 간단히 설명을 해드리자면, 일단 많은 한국의 전통 악기들이 있지만 그 4가지 악기는 꽹과리, 북, 징, 장구를 가지고 4가지로 치는 거고요. 각자 상징하는 바가 있습니다. 꽹과리는 천둥을 의미하고요. 그리고 북은 구름, 그리고 장구는 비, 그리고 마지막으로 가장 커다란 악기인 징은 바람을 의미합니다. 왜냐하면 넓고 멀리 퍼지기 때문에. 그래서 일종의 재즈 밴드 같이 자유롭게 자기가 원하는 대로, 흥이 나는 대로 연주하는 그런 재즈 밴드 같은 그런 느낌이고요. 그건 제 개인적인 생각이지만, 뭔가 이렇게 딱딱 정해져서 하는 게 아니라 정해진 악보가 없이 구전으로 그냥 전해져 내려오는 건데요. 그게 이제 한국의 인간문화재 분들이 그거를 계속 물려주고 있습니다. 일종의 이것은 intangible national treasure.
I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that. Hey, why not? Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow, just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam, I'm feeding the meter.
You can't do that.
I believe I can.
Actually...
哎呀，那个小孩呀，究竟跑到哪里去了？东跑西跑的。
我能给你做吗？晚上这里没人，你在这里干啥呀？你叫啥呀？你不想说话没关系，我叫阿海，因为我们家住在海边。每天早上我都会早早的起来。
It's the Day Show with Micha Kucher. Today, Micha welcomes Assistant Principal Mr. Cummings. And now give it up for your host, Micha Kucher.
Welcome to the Day Show. I'm your host, Micha Kucher. I know it's been a long summer, and we would like to apologize for our lack of recent episodes. But don't worry, we have a very special episode for you today. We're bringing in our assistant principal, Mr. Cummings. But before that, we have a few messages. Oh. Hello? What do you mean Mr. Cummings is now the principal? What happened to Mr. Cohen? You got it on video? Play the tape.
Least for now, I gotta go my own way. What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about trust? You know I never wanted to hurt you. What about me? What am I supposed to do? I gotta leave, but I'll miss you.
Come in.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Why does he sound like Zac Efron? Can we even play that? Welcome back, everyone. I thought we were going to be joined by Mr. Cummings today, but it appears he's been promoted, leading some drama. But I do have good news, because today we'll be joined by his replacement, our new assistant principal, and the newest addition to the Jericho High School administration team. Everyone, please join me in welcoming Mr. Mebs. Welcome, Mr. Mebs.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So how have you been enjoying your time at Jericho so far?
It's been a wonderful.
Do you want me to edit this part? This seems a bit off.
Yeah. Go ahead. Could you work on this part, page 3?
Oh, just give me a second.
Yeah, we're busy.
Guys, we need to be working on this project. What are... Where did he go?
Why are you standing?
Sit down right now. I need to explain something to you. We are a sandwich. And life is all about how we handle being part of that sandwich. Every sandwich starts with the bread. That's your foundation, your roots. Without bread, you're just a mess of ingredients with no direction. The bread is your basics. Hard work, discipline, and yes, glue. But let's not forget the spread. The spread is what makes the sandwich smooth. It's your attitude, your vibe. Maybe it's mayo, classic and reliable, or ketchup, spicy and unexpected. But the spread matters, because without it, everything's dry and sad. And then there's the meat, the protein, the main event. That's your effort, your drive, whether it's turkey, ham, tofu, or questionable mystery meat. You bring the substance. Without the meat, you're just a lettuce wrap. And let's be honest, folks, who's inspired by a lettuce wrap? But even the meat can't do it alone. That's where your extras come in. Your cheese, your teamwork, melting into the cracks and holding us all together. The lettuce is your energy, crisp and refreshing. That's your courage, risky, bold, always threatening to slip out and make a mess, but absolutely essential for greatness. And when we step out onto the field today, or into that classroom, or into life itself, we're not just a random pile of ingredients. We are a sandwich of destiny, a sandwich of purpose, and no one can take that away from us.
Is this guy high?
Every so many years I get a group that just really kind of bonds together, and it just, you can see the difference in the attitude and the effort in the room. It's part of, like when you have a group they get along well, and it makes a lot of other things easier. Winning the Jericho Cup for the first time in a very long time was really, qualifiers, a couple of guys battling back at the counties and stuff. Just overall, it was just a great season. It was a fun season. As I always tell you, you have that window of time in whatever you do, and don't waste it. Take advantage of it, and don't be afraid to go after something you really like or want. the incoming freshmen that we had, we really filled the lineup nicely and have a lot of depth and actually really solid next year. Next year really should be our year. They have a bond between them. It really reminds me of my 2010 team. There's a lot of similarities. No real superstars, but as a whole, we do really well together. This group hates to lose and wants to win. To all the families that support us, especially the Shazats and the Rosenbargs and the Woos, and there's a lot of other families that have helped out. I can't thank you guys enough because it really starts, with the parents being supportive of the kids, and we have 5 or 6 families that are always willing to help out and do, and they're there at our matches, they're there at all the tournaments and stuff, and without them we wouldn't have had some of the success that we've had all along.
Hi, I'm Tara Pillich. I do a lot of things, but one of the things that I do that I really enjoy is that I am what's called a costume mistress for a ballet studio, meaning that I'm in charge of all the costuming, storage of the costumes, maintenance of the costumes, and often creation of the costumes. As a result, I've learned the art of making dance costumes, including pancake tutus or classical tutus. The thing that got me started making tutus and having this kind of side business that I create dance costumes is that my daughter, when she was 2 years old, started dancing ballet. But ballet is really expensive and costumes are expensive. So I started kind of bartering with ballet studios to get my daughter discounts or free lessons because I knew how to sew. But over time, I learned much more specific skills in costuming for ballet in particular. So what I really like about making tutus is I like that it is a process that must be done by hand, that you really cannot make by machine correctly. It has to be handmade and hand-tailored. So it's a very slow process and I enjoy the craft of it. But I also enjoy that it's practical. I love making something and seeing it being used. The other thing about it that is, I think, really interesting is that the materials are so delicate and beautiful, and when you think about what a quality bespoke tutu is, you think of this delicate thing, but ballerinas are some of the most athletic people around, and the wear and tear on these beautiful, delicate things is so great that the balance between making it actually be able to hold up and last and still look beautiful and delicate like a little fairy is, I think, really some of the interesting things about having that balance. I think that's really fun, being able to play with the structure of something that's got to be so strong and still try to make it look so ethereal and delicate.
All right, class. Homework's on your desks. Now!
Wait, what? What homework? When was this assigned?
Last month. You did it, right?
Yeah, totally.
Crap, I completely forgot! Maybe I can get away with not doing it. It's just one project, right?
And remember, class, this assignment counts for 50% of your overall average.
Maybe I could just do this right now. Yeah, I'll just do it now. Come on, where is it? Yeah, here it is. Alright, easy. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 1, no, 5. What the hell is this? How do they expect me to do this? Like, what the hell? I don't got time for this. Alright, maybe it's an outlier. Maybe the back's easier. Oh no, I'm screwed. Wait, maybe I can ask for an
extension? You failed.
Damn, one project and you failed a quarter?
The year!
Oh hell nah, I gotta call in some help. Alright, come on, where is he? It doesn't take that damn long to get here, come on!
Mr. Solo, there's a huge spider right over there!
Where? I love spiders!
Alright, come on, he's almost here, come on! I need to get to good school, I need this grade, why won't this erase? Save all the easy assignments, I said. Wait to do it, I said. Now look at me, I'm screwed! He's almost here and I got nothing to show him!
Homework, please.
I didn't do the calc homework.
Calc homework? This is Spanish.
Just look at your face. How disgusting. I mean, disgusting. Alright, follow me. As you can see, our establishments are completely advanced and super fancy for anyone, and we can be found at these locations. And, yo, what the hell are you guys doing? We got him. God, finally. Do you know how much money you owe me? You've been eating all my products without paying. You think you could get away with that? Oh my God, boys, take him away. Right over. And as I previously demonstrated, those two idiots couldn't defend themselves for their lives because they did not have the nutritional value that they needed from the school food. But us, we have foods like fan favorites like strawberry Pop-Tarts, spicy Doritos. And is it healthy? It's disgusting. Excuse me, could you please spare some food? Do you got $5? I'm taking $5.18, so no. So then you're not a customer. Get out of my hallways! No, please. And I think that's all we got for today. And just remember, we will find you and we will feed you. Hey, what are you doing? Security! Oh,
My name is Mr. Berry. I teach math here at Jericho High School. The moment I decided to become a teacher. So originally I was a finance major in college. Teaching was not even on the radar. Growing up I always wanted to play professional sports. I thought it was going to be like in the NFL or something, but that quickly faded. So freshman year of college, I got home from school in May. My mom was like, you got to get a job. So I started subbing as an assistant in our local school district for the last 2 months of school. She worked in the schools, so she kind of like hooked me up, and I, again, hadn't even thought about becoming a teacher. And then all of a sudden it all clicked, and that was kind of when I knew that I wanted to be a teacher. I changed my major when I went back to school, and then kind of the rest is history. So why did I choose to teach geometry? Truthfully, they told me to teach geometry. So a lot of times when teachers are given their courses to teach, sometimes you're just told, this is what you're going to be doing. At first, I was a little, I don't want to say hesitant, but, geometry is always a challenge for a lot of people. Being able to kind of, take your shapes and bring them to life, I guess, is always a struggle. But I've now been teaching geometry for almost 7 or 8 years, and I'm pretty happy to do it. I think it's like the perfect amount of challenging for students, where there's always some sort of productive struggle that goes on, and I feel like students get a deeper understanding of everything. So it's good. Happy to be teaching it. What challenges did I face when I first started teaching? My classroom management was very difficult. For me, I'm more of like a mild-mannered person, so when kids were fooling around or not on task, it was difficult for me to figure out a way to get them to focus. Believe it or not, math is not always the most fun subject for people, so getting students to kind of really lock in was something that I had difficulty with. Over the years, I've developed different strategies and things like that to make math a little bit more interesting and just to make it a little bit more engaging, so this way kind of everyone's able to focus and there's a lot less fooling around, which is nice. What strategies have I used to help students overcome difficulties? So geometry does present itself as a bit of a struggle for some students. So a lot of times I do my best to try and break down problems into like their most simplest form and kind of build it back from there. That kind of gives students different entry points into the curriculum, and it gives them an opportunity to understand, their foundations and then kind of go from there. I do my best to do a lot of differentiated instruction, so having like tiered assignments where we have a lower level practice where students can kind of test their skills, get their confidence, and then move on to more challenging problems from there. What advice do I have for students who want to pursue a career in teaching? It's the first 3 years of teaching are always very difficult. You're going from never having taught before to all of a sudden having to create all these different resources. So I guess my suggestion would just be to stick with it. It's an awesome profession. It's a great career. I walk in and there's something different every day. I get to interact with different students, and it's been very, very rewarding. It does take a while for that reward to kind of come to fruition. So this is my 10th year here at Jericho, and I now have students who are going on to like careers and stuff. Former student who now works in the social media department for the Mets, and he was a student who really struggled back in Algebra 1 when he was in 8th grade, and like to see the progression, it's like I said, very rewarding. And I think my advice would just be stick with it, and there's going to be days when it's difficult, there's going to be days when it's tough, but you just got to push through. It's worth it in the end.
Alright guys, so final reminder, your satire videos are due tonight. It's worth 50% of your quarter 3 grade, because I was trying to be nice this quarter, not give you guys too much work. Listen, I don't want this to be like the research paper. I don't want any late work, okay? We're all good? Final reminder, satire video is due tonight.
What's going on?
Satire video.
Satire video? What's that?
The project. That's due tonight.
We have a project? How much do we have done?
Like none of it?
Oh my god. Let's see. One day. We should have enough time to do it, right?
Okay, let's go.
We could just finish it today. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, action.
What are you doing? Like, at this point, we gotta go and... God, what is my line? How many takes are we at this point? We're never gonna get this project done.
Like 30? Maybe you should try memorizing your lines.
Oh my god, it's not my fault you wrote an essay of a script for this.
It's 2 sentences.
Excuses. All I'm hearing excuses. Oh my god, memorizing lines are just way too exhausting. We're just never getting this done.
Yeah, at this point, let's just give up.
Yeah, we do got like 30 minutes before our next class. We could just stay here and cut.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get going before someone catches us
Cutting class? Are you kidding me? What are you two doing? You're supposed to be in class. I can't believe over this.
Yo, just follow my lead. I got this. Come on. I mean, we got a hall pass. We're excused to be here.
Library? This isn't a library. This is the gym. What are you doing? Jaquavious, get him!
Take a breath and feel the adrenaline kicking. Hold that knife, grip it tight, feel your mind is slipping. Close your eyes and closely listen as you hear it. A cry for help. This solemn silence has no end. Moralities that break and bend. As I try to split these chains, what left of me remains. Oh, the sweet melody of anarchy. As the sun sets down, the shadows grow. But remember, don't let go. The reflections must not fade away. The path that never strayed. The reality is often harsh. These small moments we mark will be enough to get us through.
Thank you so much for reporting this.
Did it.
What have you guys been up to this whole period?
We were filming our project.
Yeah, that.
Well, we'll see how that project goes based on what Brodsky just told me.
Don't worry, I'll just finish it.
Well, that was something. Does anyone have anything to say about it?
I think it sucks.
Bro, why are frees so boring? Hey, Yuji, can I borrow that Rubik's Cube?
Sure. Do you know how to solve it?
Yes, Yuji. I'm quite sure I know how to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Do it then.
Yo, I'm done.
Oh, you're done? Oh. You still need to solve this piece.
Really?
Yeah. Let me show you how to do it.
Bro, what?
You're just bad, bro. Oh, period's over. Gotta go.
Yo, David, wanna play this game with me? Hop on Warzone.
Nah, man, I have a really important project to finish tonight.
Bro, you're so lame.
Hi, my name is Fiona and I'm an 8th grader at Jericho Middle School. One of my hobbies is creating art. I began getting into art when I was in 6 to 7 years old by watching Nightcore videos on YouTube. Nightcore is like a genre of music where it's sped up with like an anime background, and that caused me to watch speed paints on YouTube of other artists creating their art, and I would try to mimic and try to like copy their art, which I wasn't really that good at. But because of that, my mom started to realize that I kind of liked art and signed me up for art class when I was about like in 5th grade. And thanks to my art teacher, I started to improve my art little by little, and he taught me a lot of techniques that help improve my art a lot over the years, and I'm still going to the art class today. My art teacher also introduced me to many other artists where I could take inspiration from. I would like to continue pursuing art as a career, like becoming an art teacher or an architecture, but if not, then I would love to continue it as a hobby.
Who am I and what I do? My name's Catherine, and I'm a professional hater. What I think of social media? I think social media is like a good way to connect with friends and like people around the world and share your opinions and ideas. But I also feel like it's like very toxic for like little kids, like especially middle schoolers and elementary students. Since more and more kids are getting phones and on the internet now, I feel like parents, they don't know how to set up restrictions for them, and this results in like these like little kids talking about skibbity toilet. You should be focusing on school and going outside instead of watching skibbity toilet and Roblox POVs. How does seeing these people make me feel? I think I get very mixed emotions from this, and I might sound like a millennial saying this, but I think that social media is ruining our lives. The little kids who are on social media right now, especially those Sephora kids, a lot of people will agree with me that they have so much better stuff to do. And then there's the other side of social media where there's just not very well common sense people. Like there'll be a video and it's obviously fake, it's obviously AI, and or like it's just rage bait, and they take it so seriously, they take it so personally, and they have to shout their opinion in the comments or whatever, or make a video about it and hating on them when it's obviously a silly joke, and then they make it a much bigger deal than it already is. You need to get a grip on reality. You're taking something super small and you're making it super complicated, and for what? Your own entertainment and like 50 years off your life? Stop it. What do I think will happen in the future? We won't be social anymore. Obviously, it's social media, but like I feel like we're losing a sense of connection in our world. I feel like we're going out with friends. We're always on our phones. Obviously, you want to check your like messages and stuff, and like if your mom is texting you, I get that. If I'm asking you a question or telling you something, like you won't respond to me. It's so annoying. We're not even realizing that it's happening, which I think is the worst problem. We should get away from our devices, and I think that really benefit a lot of teens who are still like growing and don't know what to do. There's nothing wrong about it, it's just how you control yourself on the platform. Please don't ban TikTok, I need that.
Hi, my name is Rayan Hasan, and I'm a freshman at Jericho High School. Some of my hobbies include cross country, viola, chess, but the one I enjoy most is Vex Robotics. Vex Robotics is an educational program that encourages STEM thinking and expands your creative problem-solving skills. The moment I decided to get involved in robotics was in 8th grade, where a few of my friends and I were tasked with building a robot on a robotics club. And at first it was just about having fun and learning something new and being productive during the day. But as we went on and worked further on the robot, we were fascinated by the process of designing, coding, and problem solving. And the challenge of turning these ideas into something real that could actually function amazed me. That first experience sparked a passion for engineering within me, and it's something that I've carried with me ever since. And it wasn't just about the robots, it was about learning something new every day. Robotics matters to me because it's not only a place where I can expand my creative problem-solving skills, but it's also a setting in which I can spend time with my friends, and give back to the community. For example, one event that my robotics team hosted was showing up to an elderly home and entertaining them with music and our love for robotics. And at the same time, hosting a presentation there to educate them about what we do and why we do it. Robotics will shape my future in a lot of ways. It's taught me how to think critically, solve problems, and work with others, skills that go just beyond building a robot. And I see robotics playing a large role in medicine, especially where automation and precision can help save lives. For example, robotic systems have been innovated recently to assist in surgeries and even help diagnose medical conditions more accurately than if it was just a human. And being involved in robotics now will motivate me and build my skills to work with these robotic systems later on in my career in healthcare.
It's the Day Show with your host, Kayce Lee, and special guest, Mr. Simonelli.
Hello and welcome to the Day Show. I'm your host, Kayce Lee, and folks, we have a very exciting show for you today. Before we get started, I'd like to address the change of face, if you catch my drift. I know I'm not your usual host, but unfortunately Micha has not been the same since the incident. In other news, the spring has sprung, the third quarter is wrapping up, and there's a new photography course coming to Jericho High School next year. Joining now to give us the inside scoop, he's a man who wears many hats. Photographer, graphic designer, darkroom pioneer, baseball coach, and more. Everybody give it up for Mr. Simonelli! Hello, Mr. Simonelli. It is great to have you on the show. For the folks who don't know you, can you explain just what do you do, Sim?
Sure.
So here's the plan. At exactly 2 p.m. every day, Mr. Welch leaves his office for exactly 2 minutes and 30 seconds. He walks from his office to the vending machine. That is your window to get in, get the test, and get out. Got it?
I got it. Okay.
Here, take this.
What is it?
It's how we'll communicate.
Okay.
I'll let you know when he's coming.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, snack o'clock.
$90 seconds, Morgan. Seconds left.
Why is there a plate? Did you get it?
Yo, Welch's, I think you just got robbed.
Johnson!
Sir, yes, sir!
How much time have we had to complete this assignment, sir?
3 months, sir!
And how much do we have done?
None, sir!
God save us all. Listen up, soldiers. We are in the midst of the 11th hour. Our deadline, 11:59. We have but 59 minutes and counting until the axe falls and our work is late. Johnson!
Sir, yes, sir!
Do you know why we've taken so long to begin this assignment?
Because we have debilitating issues with chronic procrastination, sir.
Shut up, Johnson! Nobody asked you! The reason, soldiers, why we wait to the last minute, why we choose YouTube and Flash games over work again and again, is because we are not cowards.
Let the mindless hordes of goody two-shoes submit their work 2 days early. Let them schedule their days and budget in time for gradual work. Let them settle for a comfortable existence. But we, here in this brain, we may be few, but we are free! We are fearless! We will claw our way out of the belly of the beast and wear its intestines like medals of honor! Soldiers, to your posts! Arm the focus lasers! Pump the adrenaline! And Johnson!
Yes, sir!
Get me a Celsius!
Oh, sugar!
Is that you? Hey man, so why have you been chasing me all year? A map? To my class? Let's go find my class.
Greetings, Mark. No one is screaming for help, Mark. You're trapped here, so far beneath the earth that no one will hear you scream. And there's only one way out.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. I have to get out.
Whoa. What the hell are you doing?
You said there was only one way out!
Yeah, the door. There's only one door that's one way out. What? A guy traps you in a room, and the first thing you do is try to cut your hand off.
You wrote "saw" here on my hand.
That's like my calling card. You know, saw here, not... Look, I see the misunderstanding here. I'm sorry, I should have been more clear about that. Still insane that you immediately jumped to cutting your hand off, like, no hesitation.
Well, this is a saw trap, right?
Yeah, I'm Saw. I trapped you in a room with a saw. Saw trap.
Have you seen the Saw movies?
Yes.
Name a character.
A man called Jonathan Sawyer.
Oh my god, you've never seen Saw.
Well, I listen, I'm a busy guy, and that's what, how many movies? Who has that kind of time?
So this is the guy who had the time to set up all of this. Why would you base your entire persona off a movie you've never seen?
No. I've seen clips on, like, YouTube Shorts and Facebook Funnies and stuff.
Come on, man.
Listen, I was just trying to be creative, and I thought if I drew from a small indie movie like Saw...
Small indie movie? Everyone's seen Saw. It's a huge franchise.
Well, obviously not everybody. You know what? I'm sorry to drag this out. I'll just kill you now. Make it quick. This is a stupid idea. I'm so stupid. Stupid.
Hey, don't kill me. It's a great idea. Like, who else has the passion and the motivation to do what you did?
You don't have to try to make me feel better.
Well, hey, it's a smart idea. Has anybody else ever tried to make a saw trap in real life?
Well...
And you've already come this far. I'm trapped in a room. There's a saw in it. You're basically halfway there. Look, I've encountered a lot of sick, twisted madmen in my life, and not everyone has what you have. The dramatic flair, the will to kill. Anyone can make a saw trap, but only you can make a good saw.
You really think so?
Of course. You just need a little help.
couldn't have done it without you. You're the only friend I've ever had. With a full body, and an arm, and legs, and face, you know.
Happy to help. It's been a pleasure. That's all.
Want to do the honors?
As a grown man, I'm not to lose, I only defenders. I'm packing up whatever I can. Been waiting for today, but all I can think to say is, oh no, don't throw out my Legos. What if I can't let go? What if I come back home, back home? Oh no, don't throw out my Legos. What if I can't let go? What if I come back home, back home? Can we keep my Legos at home? 'Cause I wanna move out, I don't wanna move on. So bad. Saved up enough to rent an apartment far away from mom and dad. My Christmas card looks like a mugshot, 'cause suddenly I'm getting sad. Been waiting for today, but all I can think to say is, oh no, don't throw out my Legos. What if I can't let go? What if I come back home, back home? Oh no, don't throw out my Legos. What if I can't let go? What if I come back home, back home? Can we keep my Legos at home? 'Cause I wanna move out, I don't wanna move on. Can we keep my Legos at home? 'Cause I wanna move out, I don't wanna move on. It's cold out there, you're standing there. You're trying to face your greatest fear. You're shivering, you're trembling. It's warm in here, so come back in. Oh no, don't go out, no, it goes. What if I can't let it go? What if I come back home, back home? Oh no, don't throw out my Legos. What if I can't let it go? What if I come back home, back home? Oh no, don't throw out my Legos. What if I can't let it go? What if I come back home, back home? Oh no, I'll come back when I'm grown. It won't be the same, no. I can't even go home. Can we keep my Legos at home? 'Cause I wanna move out, I don't wanna move on.